You get 6 points out of that. That's got a nice. I'm not going to say it's over yet, but certainly a comfortable position.
I don't think anything about the North Division is comfortable. We saw last year how tight it was, how tight it's been this year. Again, we've said it. I've said it a couple different times. You have a good week and you're close to second. You have a bad week and you're close to seventh. So we had a good week, but let's just leave it at that. It was a good week. Take confidence from it. I like how we've been playing the right way. I've been saying it to you guys for 15 games now. I don't know if you guys believe me or not, but for about 15 games, we've been saying as a staff to our team that we like how we're playing. We like what we're doing. We like what we're fighting to try to be about. The rewards weren't always there all the time, but it was good this week that we got the rewards in some really tightly contested games. But we also know that there's a lot of battle ahead. All of these games could have went the other direction. That's how close they were.
Good for you. Was it the young legs tonight that won the day?
The young legs were pretty good tonight, right? I thought that Kulik, Rosine, Kozak, Kisakov, Cedarquist, Weisbach, Murray, those guys gave us, those younger forwards, guys that are 18 to 23, 24, Rusek, gave us really, really quality minutes. Made a lot of plays, obviously, but I think as a group, it was hard to single any guy out today, and it's been like this week. We're just far more committed to playing the game the right way as a group than we were 3 months ago. Our forwards are getting back above people on the back checks and reloads. Our D's gaps are better. We're making less casual, immature decisions with the puck, and therefore our team defense has been better. When your team defense is better, you get the puck more, and then you can show what you have on offense.
We talked about Subban real briefly, and how you said this is really the first year. Outside of that first year, I think of Providence, where he's really had a good run of games, playing a lot of minutes. Can you kind of just elaborate a little bit on him tonight?
Subban's been both our goalies, because not only have they played well, they're beloved in the room. They're two of the most liked teammates, most respected teammates because of their work ethic, their team mentality, the kind of people they are. Subi, this is probably his first year being a number one, and I can't remember what year at Providence, but it's probably been 6 or 7, 8 years since he's been a real number one. He's been either the number 2 in the NHL, or he was injured, or it was COVID years, and his number of games in those years are really limited. And it's 20, 22, 18, those types of things that happen when you're in those roles. And for him to have the runway this year to be a number one and to go through the ups and downs that number ones go through, because it's not all roses. There's going to be struggles. But I said this a couple weeks ago when he had a tough week. I like that his answer to struggle is work. It's not woe was me. It's not excuses. It's not what happened here, this happened. It's never the defense. It's work. He just keeps working. That's a great trait to have.
Stonewall the rest of the way, and then today wasn't a real tough, low wattage game for him, but good enough to win.
Yeah, the game the other night was huge. Obviously started the weekend off against one of the best teams, if not the best team in the American Hockey League in Hershey. And we weren't playing poorly, but we found ourselves down 3-0, 22 minutes in. If another one goes in the next 10 minutes and goes to 4-0, or even 4-1 once we got it back to 3-1, the comeback might not have happened. So for him to have steadied the ship gave us a chance to come back and win that game, which we did. And then today we were dominant in the first period, but as dominant as we were in the first period, if your goalie gives up one, you see that all the time where the other goalie's standing on his head and you're out shooting them 16-4, and somehow they score and it's 1-1 at the end of one. And today he didn't have that moment, he didn't have that flinch, so to speak. And so it allowed us to gain a lead in a game that we deserved to get a lead in.
Rovan's goal, he gets hit pretty hard in the corner.
goes flying, gets right back up, and 2 seconds later, he shoots the puck in. I mean, he's not a big guy in this league, so, you know, how has he adapted to that, found a way to get that space? And granted, it's a power play that most guys, but.
No, I think the first one was 5-on-5. The second one was tipped by Malone. So the first one was 5-on-5. He, since probably late November, early December, Rosian and Kulik, but you're asking about Rosian here, their willingness to get into the hard areas of the ice and do things that help you win besides score have just increased dramatically. Rosie is back checking his tail off. He's forechecking. He's not going to run guys through the wall. We don't need him to, but he's finishing checks. He's getting above people and cutting their hands off physically so he can win puck battles. And I just have been incredibly impressed in the last 3 months or so, the jump that he's taken and his physical commitment to being a winning hockey player. Usually when that comes with the package he has, then your offensive numbers start to come with it. Just like it did for JJ and Jack, just like it's been for Yuri and Isak here in the last couple months.
I mean, you went to the back. There was one in the second period, I think. Like, he just flew past everybody to catch the guy and turned it into nothing. Then he took a penalty. I mean, I don't even know what the penalty was.
It was not a penalty.
But
it was called a penalty.
That was the play that, you know, he had really kind of snuffed it out on just getting back.
Yeah, it's been awesome to see. It's really fun as a coaching staff when you see as players, especially as talented and as young as those guys are, buying into being winning players, not just talented players, and being great teammates, because that's what great teammates do. Great teammates back check. Great teammates will block a shot when necessary. Great teammates will take a hit to make a play. And those guys are just doing those things on a far more regular basis right now, and it's been fabulous to see.
Speaking of penalties, super topic that's important, but should Yost have been penalized? I just need to understand the rule. With the penalty off, when the penalty came off, and he joined the scrum, like I just don't.
I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. There's a lot that I didn't know tonight in terms of some of the things that happened in that area of the game. So.
The call up, why was Russo the choice?
Well, I think why was Rusek the choice for Buffalo? I think that his body of work in the last 3-4 months, I probably like a little like Yuri and Isak, even though he's older. This is his first full year in North America. He barely played last year. And his commitment to winning puck battles, being good defensively, back checking, those things is just went to here. And he's hard on the puck now, and he's taking hits to make plays. He's winning puck battles. And then when he does that, his skill is immense, as we see. And his mind is elite. So I think he'd earned that. You know, obviously Byro's out right now, so that takes out. But we have other guys. Murray and Weisbach would be right there as well. You know, I think that all those guys, it'd be interesting to see a look. Rusek hasn't played a game yet. There is a wonder, I think, in our mind with Rusek because of his intelligence. Would he look better? You know, with all that intelligence on the ice. It's just, you don't know until you know. And I think that all of those guys, as we've talked about earlier, Wisey, Byro, Rusi, Murr, have all more than earned the right to have gotten called up at some point. And when their time comes, I think they'll be ready. I'd like to end it with, I'd like to thank Golisano Children's Hospital for their support today, but also especially for the coaching staff, for making these ties as special for us so we can wear them on the bench today. Thank you very much.